today let's start the class in an extended child's position. So let's all go to the back of the mat and take your legs a little bit wider. So as wide as your mat. I think the sunlight is coming. I'll go ahead and close the blinds in a second, but I'll just let you settle down in an extended child's position. So very slowly walk your hands like that and bring your forehead down towards the ground. And stay there and try to relax your hips. And slowly start to breathe in and out. From here, very slowly lift your head up. Gently walk your hands back towards your body. We're going to set ourselves up for a cat and cow position. So bring your wrist in line with your shoulders. Bring your knees in line with your hips. Keep your legs about hip distance apart. And very slowly, as you inhale, look towards the ceiling. And gently, as you exhale, let's tuck the chin into the collarbone and try to round your back. One more. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, very slowly round your back. Let's bring ourselves into a neutral position. So the neck is in line with your spine. You're going to just push your hips from one side to the other, right? So just push your hips towards the left side and look over your right shoulder. And come back to the center. And let's push the hips all the way towards the right side. Look over your left shoulder. And come back to the center. Ready? Slowly tuck your toes. Gently release your knees. And slowly start to walk your hands back towards your body. And you will end up in a very simple basic forward bend position. Let's bend both our knees. So all of us will be able to rest our fingertips down to the ground. Fly your hands to the side. Slowly take your hands all the way up. Interlock your hands. Press the heel of the palm all the way up. Separate your legs out. I'll step forward. You can stay just the way you are. I will keep adjusting myself a little bit here so that you can see me better. And slowly take your hands all the way towards your right side. Extend your hands. Let's just start to open up the side body a little bit. Pull the belly button towards you. Slowly come back to the center. And let's take it towards the other side. And come back to the center. Release your hands. Just slowly rotate your shoulders a little bit. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. And let it go. Let it go. Shake your legs off a little bit and shake your hands off a little bit. Let's warm up the thighs and our arms together. Right? So keep your legs a little bit wider. It means to say you are within the frame of your mat, but you are slightly more than the distance of your hips. Right? So bring your hands forward with your palms facing towards each other. Very simple basic squat here. Really nothing much happening. Lift your 10 toes off the ground. So just if you can look at my toes, I lifted all the toes off the ground, which means to say I'm pressing the ball of the feet and the arch and the heel towards the ground. Pull the belly button towards you and then push your hips back. Keep your toes still lifted. Come into a squat position. Look at your 10 toes. Take a little peek. Look, quickly glance down towards the ground. Now press your 10 toes down to the ground. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. When you take your hands up, I want you to take it slightly behind your ears, which means to say you're feeling a little bit of squeeze in your shoulder blades. Right? Now slowly, let's do this a few more times. Slowly as you exhale, hollow your belly, lift your 10 toes off the ground, push your hips back and see if you can go a little bit deeper into your squat. Press your 10 toes down, all the 4 feet to the ground. Take your hands, take it a little bit behind you. I want you to deliberately feel the squeeze in your shoulder blades. Just 2 more. 10 toes off. Exhale, squeeze your belly. Reach your hands forward as you push your hips back. Make sure you have space between the chin and the collarbone. 10 toes down. Let's take those hands up and squeeze. Just take it a little behind your ears. And let's do this one last time. 10 toes off. Get a little deeper with your squats. Press your 10 toes down. Take your hands all the way and squeeze those shoulder blades. Take your palms, turn it outside and interlock your hands. Let's take those hands behind our back and try to really keep your hands on your hips and press your knuckles. I'm going to turn, you don't have to. So you're not separating your hands out like that, but they're resting on your hips and you're pulling your knuckles down towards the ground. So you're constantly engaging your hands by pushing your shoulders to the back, opening up, creating opening in your chest and your shoulders. And breathe. Continue to keep your hands rested on your hips. Hollow your belly. We'll come into a half forward bend. Pull the belly button towards you. Lead with your chin. Maintain the space between the chin and the collarbone. And very gently bring your upper body parallel to the ground. You're still looking forward. And breathe. And pull the belly button towards you. Slowly bring yourself back up. So why are we doing this, right? If you think about it, we are trying to slowly warm up our lower back. We are flexing the lower back while we continue to keep our shoulder opening going on, right? Now slowly, one more time. Lead with your chin. Push your hips back. Bring your upper body parallel to the ground. It is important for you not to tuck your chin into the collarbone. And then hollow your belly and bring yourself all the way up. Release your hands, rotate your shoulders and reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders and separate your legs out a little bit wider. So you're going to go now you're no longer within the frame of your mat, but you have extended your legs wider than the width of your mat. Keep your left hand to the outside of that left leg. Let's take that right hand all the way up. So initially I want you to keep your ear and your bicep muscle in contact with each other, like that. Right? Now we're going to slide our left hand, deepening the stretch on the right side of the body. Right? So you're going to slide this hand on the outside of the thigh like that. Very slowly as you exhale, start to slide your left hand onto the outside of that left leg as you take your right hand towards the left side. Now one of the things that normally happens is we start to bring a hand in front of our face like this. I want you to take that hand behind your ear. Remember how we thought about squeeze of the shoulder blade and lift it up. So you should be feeling it only mostly on your right shoulder blade right now. And go a little bit deeper. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Take both your hands all the way up. Now if you have lower back issues going on, don't go very deep into the position. Listen to your body. Let go of your right hand. Bring your left ear and your bicep muscle towards each other so they are in contact with each other. Right? We are going to slide only to the level that our body allows us to. Those of you who are feeling fine can go deeper as well. Ready? Slowly as you exhale, start to push your hip towards the left side. Right? And maintain the contact between your arm and your ear, which means to say the hand doesn't slide in front of your face like that, right? And then slowly start to take that right hand to the outside of that right leg and keep going. Sometimes when we go deeper into the position, we completely stop breathing. Remember to breathe. And now pull the belly button towards you. Take both your hands all the way up. Release your hands. Just quickly rotate your shoulders and change the direction of the rotation of the shoulders. And release. Let it go. Heel toe yourself and come back to the center. Shake it off. So, those of you who attended the last week's class, I had started with a small sequence of warrior series, right? Warrior 1, 2, and then reverse warrior and extended side angle. I'll repeat that one and then I will add today triangle positions as well. This is for the benefit of those who are doing yoga for the first time, as it is open for the community, right? So, let's take the left leg forward, take your right leg to the back. I'm going to go a little diagonally. So both my feet are completely down to the ground, right? And I'm going to walk this leg a little farther back so that I can bend my front knee so that the knee comes in line with the ankle. It doesn't shoot off like that, but it stays in line, right? I'll face forward now. Ready? Now turn your body forward. So I want you to face your shoulders forward and your hips forward. If you feel that your body is leaning like this, right, in case it's happening, adjust your back leg like that. So you hop the back leg a little bit more, the right leg towards the right side. It will easily help you to stand facing forward with your hip points and your shoulders. Ready? Now slowly take your hands all the way up. Let's give a back bend to the body. And breathe. Simple warrior 1. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Let's take the left hand forward. Take your right hand all the way to the back. Warrior 2 position. Look forward towards your front hand. And breathe. Extended side angle. Left hand on top of the left thigh. Right hand goes all the way over your head. We did all of this last week. Bring yourself back to warrior 2. So left hand comes forward, right hand goes back. Back hand rests on top of the back thigh. Front hand, which is your left hand, flips with your palm facing up to the ceiling. You're going to allow the knee to go over the ankle. So sit into the position and keep your knee just the way it is. Just take your hand, come into reverse warrior. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring your knee in line with your ankle. So pull it back a little bit. Back to warrior 2. Drop both your hands down and straighten your front knee. So now I'm going to add today a triangle series. Maybe 3 exercises, right? We'll see how it goes. Now the distance between our legs is very wide because in warrior series we like to keep it a little bit wide. But in triangle series, hop your back leg a little bit closer. I'll go sideways for you to gauge the distance between my legs. So I would like to keep it like this versus like this because in this one we don't bend our knees. Both our knees are going to be locked, right? So that's why you step your back leg a little bit closer like that. You can continue to keep your toes, back toes angled like that and face forward, like with your hip points and your shoulders. No bend in the knees. Fly your hands out into T-arm position. Lead with your chin, hollow your belly, upper body parallel to the ground. Take your time, very slowly bring your upper body parallel to the ground. And breathe. Now those of you who feel a lot at the back of your front leg, which is your left leg, if you want to release, you can go back. Let's all just come back for a second, right? We're going to go deeper into the position. Those of you who cannot, just stop and take a break there. Those of you who want to go deeper, let's again come back into a half forward bend. Lead with your chin. Bring your upper body parallel to the ground. Still okay here. Slowly take your hands. Rest both your hands on top of your left leg. Remember, there is no bend in your knees. Both your knees are locked. And breathe. Very slowly fly your hands out. So you're reversing the process. Pull the belly button towards you and very slowly bring yourself back up. Still okay here. We're going to go into a opposite hand, opposite leg. So we're going to cross our hand and then go into a triangle position. Right? So lead with your chin. Bring your upper body parallel to the ground. And breathe. Now very slowly take your right hand to the outside of that left leg and take your left hand all the way up. Now don't bend your knees. I know you will feel a little bit of shake in your body. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself back to T-arm position. Upper body parallel to the ground. Pull the belly button towards you. Take your hands all the way up. I know that your left leg is getting a little bit fatigued, guys. I definitely understand that, but this is the last one in this sequence, right? Take your back hand. Rest it on the back thigh. No bend in both knees still, right? You're going to go into a reverse triangle. Very slowly take your left hand all the way to the back. I'm going to go a little bit to the side here so you can observe how I'm sliding my back hand. So you're going to keep both knees locked, slide your back hand like that at the back and open up. So without any bend in the knees, try to open up the left side of your body. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself back to warrior two hands. Both knees are still locked. Just drop your hands down. Slowly bend both knees because we kept it locked for a long time. Bend your front knee and then bend your back knee. And release. And bend and release. Once you feel confident, you're feeling all right, then you can step your back leg forward and shake your legs off a little bit. Alright, so we added 3 more exercises to our last week's routine of warrior series. We added triangle, right? We will do the same thing on the other side. Let's keep our right leg forward. Take your left leg to the back. I'll go diagonally here again. Okay, we are going into warrior one. So walk that leg a little farther back. You want to increase, you want to open up those inner thighs. And then bend your front knee. Bring your knee in line with your ankle. Stay where you are. I'll face this way to show you. Now you want to turn your body forward like this, right? But you're tending to lean towards your left side. Adjust your back leg a little bit like that. So you are easily able to hinge from your waist and face everything forward while keeping your front knee bent. Ready? Now slowly as you inhale, take your hands all the way up into a warrior one position. And breathe. Relax your jaw. Slowly transition into warrior two. Right leg is forward, right hand comes forward. Look forward. And breathe. Now slowly take your right hand, rest it on top of your right thigh. Take your left hand all the way over your head. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself back to warrior two. Drop your back hand on top of the back thigh. Flip your right palm up to the ceiling. Allow the knee to go over the ankle. So sit into the position. The goal here is to open up those inner thighs, right? So you want to sit into the position. Without taking your knee back, just take only your hand all the way to the back. And breathe. Those of you who have been doing for many years, sit really deep into the position. Pull the belly button towards you, back to warrior two, which means to say you're bringing your knee in line with your ankle. Very slowly drop both hands down, lock both knees. Hop your back leg, reduce the distance between your legs, hop your back leg a little bit forward like that. Facing forward, shortening the distance between the legs. Take your hands into T-arm position. Pull the belly button towards you, lead with your chin, always keeping space. And let's try to bring the upper body parallel to the ground. Now make a connection with the back of your right thigh. If you start to bend your knee, you're not going to feel anything. So if your knee is locked and then you lean with your upper body forward, you're going to feel it at the back of the right leg. Breathe. And let's all release. Those of us who have lower back issues or knee issues and it's hard for you to keep those knees locked, Don't progress anymore. You can flex the lower back many times and you can stay there. Those of us who are able to go a little bit deeper, lead with your chin. Make sure your knees are locked. Upper body parallel to the ground. Still okay here? Slowly take your hands and rest it on top of your right ankle. Both your hands are resting on top of your right ankle. If you're doing it right, you should be feeling something at the back of your right leg, the thigh muscle. And breathe. Ready? Very slowly take your time. Bring your hands back to T-arm position. And then gently bring yourself all the way up. Ready? Now we are going to switch opposite hand, opposite leg is going to go, right? So the left hand is going to go to the outside of the right ankle. No bend in the knees. Yes, it's going to make us a little bit tired, but the muscles are going to really get engaged, right? Let's lead with the chin. So try to bring your upper body parallel to the ground. Still okay here? Slowly try to take your left hand to the outside of that right leg. Take your right hand all the way up. No bend in the knees. Definitely some of us will be feeling a shake in the body, which is normal. Breathe. Just one more. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring your hands into T-arm position. Upper body still parallel to the ground. No bend in both knees. Slowly hollow your belly. Take your hands all the way up. It is interesting how when the exercise gets slower, it gets more harder, right? If you observe that, if you really slow down the pace, you will notice that the muscles are getting more and more engaged, right? Let's take the back hand and rest it on top of the back thigh. So the left hand rests on top of the left thigh. Right palm turns to the back. Stay where you are and go slightly to the side. Like that, right? Now we are going to go back. We are going to slide the back hand. Slowly start to slide the back hand. No bend in the knees. And open up. You will feel the stretch all the way on the side of the right side of your body now. And breathe. Can you go a little deeper maybe? Relax your jaw. Pull the belly button towards you. Slowly bring yourself back to warrior two hands. Slowly drop both your hands down. Remember, don't release the position suddenly. Slowly bend your knees and release. Never shock the body at any level, right? Slowly bend and release. And one more and release. And let's step the back leg forward and shake it off. Alright? So we learned 3 more. We added to our sequence 3 more exercises. Let's do a chair position. Also something new which we haven't done in the last 3 weeks maybe. So if you are doing it for the first time, I will slowly go over it. Option 1, you can keep your legs together. Option 2, you can keep your legs slightly apart. Yeah, whatever works for you in terms of your balance and stability. Bring your hands forward with your palms facing towards each other. Ready? Now slowly hollow your belly, bend your knees, start to bring your thighs parallel to the ground. Go to the best you can. Those of you who have your legs together, you want to press your knees towards each other and sit a little bit deeper into the position. Still okay here. Take your hands behind your back. Remember, we learned to interlock our hands and now pull. And standing, I had showed this one, right? So push those shoulders back. Rest your hands on your hips. So this will keep your chest up. And see now if you can sit down. And breathe. Totally optional, guys. You can keep your hands in front of you as well. And sit down. Breathe. Push the shoulders back. Breathe. Release your hands. Bring your hands forward. Stabilize yourself. Sit down one last time. Go deeper. Now slowly press on your feet. Take your hands. You feel a release in your thighs, right? Take your hands all the way up. I'll step back. You can stay where you are. Interlock your hands, separate your legs out hip width apart. Let's take the hands all the way towards the left side. How nice that feels now. And come back to the center. Take it all the way towards your right side. And come back to the center. Release your hands. Slowly rotate and reverse and let it go. Shake it off a little bit. Alright, we're going to come to the top of our mats. Bring your hands to the heart center. Very slowly as you inhale, give a back bend to the body. Exhale, bring yourself into a forward bend position. Let's step only the right leg back and drop your right knee down and bring yourself all the way up. Super easy, right? Now we are going to do two things. First, we are going to take our opposite hand to the outside of the opposite leg, right? So bring your hands into T-arm position. Take your right hand and first, I want you to think of your shoulder blade right now. So you want to hinge from the waist, turn the body and then take that hand to the outside of that leg and tuck it like that. So technically you should be feeling the stretch on your right shoulder blade. Unless you keep it loose like that, you're not going to feel anything, right? So you're going to lean into the position and then tuck that hand like that. Alright, now take your other hand, your left hand, over your head. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Take both your hands all the way up. We're going to do the other hand now. So you're going to take your left hand. Now try to turn your whole body like that so that you have room for your shoulder to come down. And then slowly take your left shoulder blade and tuck it to the inside of your left knee. Right? Your palm is resting down to the ground. If you can't rest your palm down, you can keep it on your fingertips. That's okay. Take your right hand all the way up. And now take your right hand all the way over your head. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Take both your hands. So you're coming into warrior arm position. Although your knees are down, right? Now bring your hands into T-arm position. Take your right hand below. Take your left hand on the top. And bring yourself into eagle arm position. Now those of you who cannot hold eagle arm position, you can rest your hands on your shoulders like this. Just to make it easy, if you have shoulder issues or if that's too much for you, rest it like that. Those of you who can hold on to the eagle arm position, bring it into eagle arm position. And breathe. Alright, same thing, right? You're going to bring yourself down. And down. Remember that left shoulder blade comes next to your left knee and your knuckles touch down. Optional, guys, totally optional. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Take your hands all the way up. Release your hands all the way out. Press your palms to the back like that and drop your hands down. We'll work with this leg. I know the left thigh is already a little bit on fire. I definitely agree with that. But just one last one, right? Very slowly walk that left leg out to the left edge of the mat. Right? And peel the inside edge of that leg like that. I'll go very easy on this one today. Maybe I'll build it up a little bit more later on. So all you're going to do is you're going to open up that leg like that. Those of you who have hip injuries, too much of knee pain going on, you don't have to. You can just place it like this, slowly work and let it go. Those of you who are feeling fine today, you can take your hand and gently, don't press it hard, very softly try to help guide that leg go out a little bit more. Opening up those inner thigh and your hip flexors a little bit more. And breathe. And now very gently drop that leg down. Walk this leg back in position, which means to say you were in a kind of on one knee down and you had this leg forward, right? So you came back to your start position. I'll turn sideways. It will be easy for you to watch me. So we are like this right now, right? I want you to take this leg all the way to the back. So pull this leg back and take it all the way to the back like that. And now slowly rotate your ankle and reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle. Now drop that leg down. Catch the ball of the feet on the ground. And then press that heel all the way to the back like that. So why are we doing this, right? Because we want to release the calf muscle really well. So press that leg all the way to the back. It feels so good actually right now. Breathe. Now very slowly take that same leg. Lift that left leg up. Take that left leg towards your right side. And keep going. And drop those toes down. Right? I'm going to go facing a little back, guys. Sorry that I'm showing the back, but I want you to watch my leg importantly. Right? So relax your toenails to the ground like that. And then push your hips all the way to the back and drop your knee down to the ground completely. Rest your knee down. The back knee is down. Now walk your hands in the opposite direction. So walk your hands towards the opposite side. And then drop your elbows down and bring your forehead down towards the ground. Nice hip stretch. And breathe. Very slowly take your time. Lift your head up. Gently walk your hands back towards your body. So keep your hands shoulder width apart. Anchor your back leg close. And release your knee off the ground. Right? Your leg is still crossed, right? It has gone to the right side. Now slowly lift it. Bring it back. So you're coming back to the normal position. Press that heel one last time to the back. Bring your left leg back in position and wag the tail. Shake your glutes off a little bit. Drop your hips down and extend your legs all the way up. I know we have to do the other side. Just want to give a break to those who have knee issues. Shake those legs off a little. Alright, let's just use this time to articulate our joints a little bit and then we can do the whole thing on the other side. Take your hands to the back of your left leg. Lift your left leg up and slowly rotate your ankle. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your ankle. Bend that leg, pull that leg into your body. Take your left hand to the inside of that left leg, just open it up. You already worked on it, so you don't have to go very deep. Those of you who could not do your lizard lunge very well, this is a good chance for you to once again open up your inner thighs. Right? And bring it back and shake it off. Bend your right leg at the knee. Take your hands to the fold of your leg softly. Lift that leg up and gently rotate. And reverse. Alright, pull that leg a little bit closer to the body. And now see if you can take your right hand to the inside of that right leg. Right? For some of us, we might need to rest our hand down, maybe because of the balance, right? That's okay. Now pull this leg out like this. And bring it back. Try it many times. If you can't hold it, pull it. Those of you who can hold it, take it all the way out. Keep that leg flexed. Lift it up. Engage that leg. And bring it back. And let it go. Shake it off a little bit. Alright? Point your toes. And flex. And point. And flex. And shake, shake. Take your legs to one side. And come back to your cat and cow position. Although we are not, actually let's do one thing. Let's do a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Okay, so wrist in line with your shoulders, knee in line with your hips, space between your legs. Slowly as you inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round. Nicely open up. Create space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, round. and come back to the center. Be in a neutral position. Very slowly bring your right leg forward and bring yourself up. If you have knee issues, you can slowly take a towel like this and place it below your knee, which is pressing on the ground, right? If you don't have one handy, just fold your mat like that so that you can protect your knee like this, right? And then step your other leg forward, the right leg forward. Let's all have our right leg forward. Bring your hands into T-arm position. Now you know the whole drill, so it's easier for you also, right? Very slowly turn your hands, and our goal is to take our left shoulder blade to the outside of our right knee, right? So you're going to start to lean forward and then slowly take that hand. If you physically need to use your other hand, that's perfectly fine. Use this hand to pull the other arm down until you feel a stretch on your left shoulder blade like that. Now take your right hand all the way over your head. And breathe. Try to open up that right shoulder. Take that arm behind your ear if you can. And now slowly pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself back to T-arm position. Start to turn your body because you're going to bring your right shoulder blade to the inside of your right knee, right? So you want to create room. Take it all the way out and now slowly bend. Don't worry about your left hand. We'll take care of that later. Just bring your right hand and rest your, I'm releasing, you don't have to, right shoulder blade, right knee together. If this is too much for you to rest your palm, be on your fingertips. That's okay. Now take care of your left hand. Take it all the way over your head and stretch. Still okay here? Try to open up that left shoulder. Take that hand a little behind your ear. And breathe. Very slowly pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself back to T-arm position and gently drop your hands down. You get a break with your shoulders. If you feel like naturally rotating your shoulders, go ahead and do that. And then gently start to walk your left leg to the, right leg to the right edge of the mat. Right? Now all we are going to do for today, we'll go deeper in the future classes, but for today, just peel the inside edge of that leg and transfer your body weight to the knife edge of that leg. Those of us who feel a lot in the hips, because maybe we have a little bit tight hips, right? Just drop it down. And then go a little bit. Those of you who feel this is coming easily to you, go a little bit deeper. Use your palm to open up that leg, a little bit like that. Softly press it. And release, let it go. Alright, walk that leg slowly back. Remember how we pull this leg back, right? So you're going to place your hands on either side of that leg and slowly pull that leg all the way to the back. Stay where you are. I'm going to change my angle. So you're going to look like this. Drop your right leg down to the ground. Catch the ball of the feet on the ground and press that heel all the way to the back. This feels so good right now because we are releasing our calf muscle so well. And breathe. Now slowly lift the same leg. Lift your right leg up. Point your toes. Release, uncurl your other leg toes, your left leg toes. Right? Now slowly start to take your right leg towards the left side. And keep going. Now you'll be able to see me better. Rest your toenails to the ground. Push your hips back like that and then drop your knee completely down to the ground. I want you to rest it like that, down to the ground. Right? Now walk your hands towards your left side. If you are not able to rest your forehead down, just make a fist of your hands and rest your forehead on top of your fist like that. Those of you who need little bit height, you can stack up your elbows and rest like that. Those of you who can extend your hands, extend and bring your forehead down to the ground. Observe the stretch you're feeling on your left glute. Very slowly press on your palms, lift yourself up. Slowly bring your hands shoulder width apart in front of you. Anchor your back leg toes. So tuck your right leg toes like that. Lift that right leg up and bring that leg back in position and press that heel all the way to the back. So you basically come back to the same opening of your calf muscle. And breathe. And gently bring that right leg back in position and wag the tail. Alright, we are going to come up. I'm going to face forward. You are just the way you are. You're not changing anything about yourself. You're going to come up. If you have a towel like this, open up the towel and place it below both your knees like this now and come up into a standing position. Okay? Remember we did in standing position the opening of the shoulders. We did it in chair position. We are going to do it in a knee in down position as well. Right? Just to continue to keep our opening in the shoulders. Because all the time we are in front of the computer or on the cell phone like this, right? We want that opening coming up in the upper back especially. Take your hands all the way to the back like that. Take your hands and interlock your hands and push those shoulders. Very rarely we do this in the daytime, right? We should be doing it more often because we tend to round a lot. Breathe. Now let's give a back bend to the body. Take your chin all the way up to the seat. And breathe. Bring your chin parallel to the ground. Release your hands. Rotate your shoulders. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your shoulders. And let it go. Alright, okay, so we'll come down to the mat. I wanted us to open up the back muscles and stretch our back muscles really well. I want to keep some time for that. So take your legs to one side, drop your hips down, and you can extend your legs all the way up.
Like Shobha, we didn't do eagle hands on this side.
Oh my God, thank you for reminding me. Alright guys, just one more position that I forgot. Thank you Shaila, thank you for reminding me. Alright, so let's come back. That was kind of you to remind me. Let's reset ourselves back to the cat and cow position. And let's step that's what I thought. I felt somehow I was missing something. I didn't figure out what it was. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's bring our right leg forward. Take the left leg to the back. And you can keep a little bit space if you wish to because you're going to bring yourself down to the ground. But otherwise, you can just keep it the way it is. And let's bring our hands into T-arm position. Alright, remember we took the right below earlier on. Let's take the left. Left and on top of the right. Now slowly interlock your hands. Remember you have an option to hug like that. Alright, otherwise you can keep eagle arm position. Now very slowly take your time and gently bring yourself down. You're going to make space for your right shoulder to come to the inside of your right knee. Slowly take it down like that and rest it down. And breathe. Ready? Very slowly take your time. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself all the way up. And release. Open up those hands. Push your hands all the way to the back. And rotate. And reverse. And let it go. Alright, thank you so much. I really like it. If I ever forget something, do not hesitate to tell me so I can complete the complete flow of the sequence, right? That particular sequence. Let it go and extend your legs all the way out and shake, shake, shake your legs off a little. Okay, let's do one very simple basic spinal twist, which I'm also going to use to open up our hips a little bit on the lower back as well. right? So keep your left leg extended, take your right leg up like that and just cross it over. So this, perhaps many of us have done it several times. Right leg is over, left leg is out. Pull that right thigh into your body like this and try to sit up tall. So don't give into the position by rounding your back as you pull your leg, but try to create resistance by sitting up tall. Alright? Wrap your left hand. Just keep it here for today. Don't have to go very deep. Right? Take your right hand all the way. I'm going to go a little bit diagonally here. Right? You're like this. Just take your right hand, but I want you to bring your right hand really close to the body and try to sit up tall like that. So our goal today would be to focus on trying to sit up tall. And now, if you want to work on pushing your right shoulder, push that right shoulder like that. Slowly work on pushing it deeper and deeper and deeper and keep going to the best you can and breathe. Ready? Very slowly look forward, turn your gaze forward and release your back hand by taking it to the back first. So take your back hand. I want to give you a shoulder rotation, right? So take it to the back and rotate that shoulder and bring it down. Stay where you are. I'm going to face forward. Don't change anything right now. You are like this, right? Lift this leg up, the right leg, the top leg, right? And then I want you to take this hand, so the right hand to the outside of the right leg, lift that leg up and pull it a little bit more. So I want you to open, I want you to feel it from the side of your glutes and then pull that leg like that out. And release. And pull and release. And one more. And slip and extend it out, right? Shake, shake, shake. Alright, so spinal twist, very simple basic spinal twist, not getting too complicated into it for today. Right leg is extended, bend your left leg, take your left leg over, press your feet down to the ground. Let's work on pulling that leg a little closer, slowly start to drag, pull that leg towards you, but create resistance. Try to lift your chest up, lift the crown of your head up and try to press from your lower back forward, right? So you want to sit up tall. You can just wrap your hand just like that for today. Take your left hand behind you and then bring it really close to your lower back. So don't lean like that. I want you to bring it close and sit up nice and tall like that. That's it. Right? Now if you feel like pushing your left shoulder, slowly turn that shoulder like that. But remember, this leg is not opening up. This leg is pulling towards you and turn. And turn. And turn. Breathe. Relax your jaw and see if you can push your shoulder one last time behind you. And now look forward. I want you to first relax your neck muscles. So turn forward. And now just take your back hand a little bit back. I'm looking to the side, don't look. You can look forward. And then slowly rotate that shoulder and bring it down. Stay where you are. I'm going to turn forward. Alright? Now lift your top leg, which is your left leg. Lift it up. Take your left hand to the outside of that left thigh. Other leg is engaged still, right? It's active and flexed, so it's not just kind of dropping off, right? It's engaged. Now pull that leg and pull it towards your body. And then pull it towards your body. Start to connect with your left hip and the side of your thighs. If you want to take this hand like this also, that's okay. However it works for you, whatever works for you, and pull. Sit up tall and pull. And breathe. And slowly release. Let it go. And extend that leg out and shake, shake, shake your legs off a little bit. Alright, time always flies, as I say when I'm with you guys. It's only 5 minutes is left, but let's massage the lower back a little bit and we'll try to see if we can do one happy baby position, right? So I'll go to the back of the mat and let's all lie down by bringing our knees into the chest. Place your hands on top of your kneecaps and draw circles, touching the four corners around the lower back. And reverse the direction of the rotation. One more, start to draw your circles from the other side. And reverse the direction of the rotation. I'll do both variations for the benefit of all. Let's drop our left feet down. Take only your right leg up. And hold on to the outside of your right like this. Knife edge with your right hand. Those of you who cannot do this, because you can't reach your hands towards your feet, you can place your hands to the back of your thigh like this. And then pull that leg into your body. Actually, your knee is coming towards your armpit. Breathe. And gently release. Drop your right leg down to the ground. Let's take the left leg, half happy baby position. I'm demoing, right? And then take your hand to the outside edge of your left now and pull that knee towards your armpit. If you can't reach, you have an option to take your hand to the back of the thigh like that. And release, let it go. Now those of you who cannot do full happy baby position, you're going to alter by doing one time right and one time left. Those of us who can do full happy baby position, take your hands to the outside edge of your legs into a full happy baby position. You also have an option to take your hands to the back of your thighs like this, right? If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Now, if you're comfortable here, just massage the lower back. Move your knees from side to side. Sorry, not knees. Move your legs from side to side. Massaging the lower back. And then slowly release your hands. Set yourself up for a bridge position. Rest your hands next to the body. Keep your thighs a little bit away from each other. Separate your legs out. And now slowly start to release your lower back off the ground, your mid back, and lift yourself up into a bridge position. In bridge position, your thighs are never hugging each other. There is space between your legs. And then very slowly, shoulder blades down, mid back, lower back, and your tailbone. Last time, bring your knees into your chest and draw circles. And reverse the direction of the rotation. Extend your legs, reach your hands over your head. Let's give one full body stretch. And release. Separate your hands out, separate your legs out. I'll probably do a very short relaxation, guys. Later on, if you would like to relax, we can do it after the class. So lie down in Shavasana with your hands and legs separated out. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Let's all take one very slow, deep, long breath in. And a very relaxing breath out. Very slowly bend both your knees and turn your body to the right side. And take the support of your hands and make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Bring your hands to the heart center, the thumb touching the heart center. If you wish to make a small prayer for your loved ones and the world around you, you can do that at this time. Very slowly start to open your eyes by first bringing the gaze towards the floor and slowly coming up to eye level. Thank you very much for joining the class today. Please do register for the other classes and look out for the email from Adrian in your junk or spam in case you don't see it in your inbox. Okay. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Let's take a bow together. And namaste. Thank you guys.